Hey, it's Matt, your average gamer, and for today's video, we're going to do a quick build for Moonveil. I'm going to show you where to get everything in this video too, how to build an incredibly powerful Moonveil build. It's going to be amazing, honestly, and this is going to do a lot of damage. We'll go over boss fights later and how it works and how much damage you can get. We're going to take on the lion boss later. First things first, where do you get Moonveil? You get it at Gale or Jail Tunnel. It's in Caelid, and you can grab this relatively early. Should be a nice easy grab for you early in the game because the boss isn't too challenging there. Around level 40 or so you could take that boss on. Right here is where you're going to grab the faith tier. It's in this vicinity. It's down by some plants. You're going to grab that, and that's going to give you 10 levels of faith for 3 minutes. And next up on here, we are going to show where to get the magic tier. This is where you get the magic tier at the minor Erd tree, the northern one in Liurny of the Lakes. You're going to want that for sure because we're going to be doing a lot of magic damage. And next up here, I want to show you where to get Rolana's cameo. It's behind the Moonthrill Knight at Castle Enzies. You can grab it behind him. I believe this is where it is relatively on the map, and that is an amazing talisman now post 1.14. The quest talismans are in the description below. They have lengthy quests, but you're going to need those for this build. Next up here at the Corpse Stench Shack is where you get the Golden Vow incantation. I recommend having that one for all builds. Next up at the Frenzy Flaming Tower, you can get Howlish Abriri, which will add 25% damage for 40 seconds. It's pretty incredible. You're going to take increased damage with that one, though. Terra Magica is located here at the Academy Crystal Cave. Now we're going to show it off on the Dancing Lion. After you cast Terra Magica, you're going to use Golden Vow and Howlish Abriri. I'll go over the buffing order after this one, including the build, and then you're going to be able to get massive damage standing in Terra Magica. I really like the charge attack. It does a lot of poise damage, too. And you may be asking, how do you use it? Well, you're going to hold down the Ash of War button, which is going to be left trigger or L2, and then you're going to use right trigger for that, or R2 rather, if you're on PlayStation, for that awesome charge attack that does massive damage and a good amount of poise damage at around 40 poise damage too. The weapon has some innate bleed, but I recommend just avoiding going for that route. There's better bleed weapons in the game. It's not going to be the best bleed weapon for you. Go for the magic damage. Go for the hitting with the charged attack on the Ash of War. Get posture damage in there and get a lot of damage in general. Quick shout out, by the way, to NordVPN. If you're looking for a VPN or threat protection, be sure to check out the description below. There's a discount in there and it helps support the channel out as well. Okay, we're going to go over equipment stats, everything you need to know, and I'm going to go over the stats and explain how you should go and level up throughout the game as well. We have Moonveil plus 10, any seal for buffs. We have the Staff of Loss, but it could be any staff for Terra Magica, part of the Rakshasa set, and Divine Beast Head. And we have Millicent's Prosthesis, Magic Scorpion Charm, Shard of Alexander. All those quests are in the description below. Rolana's cameo, we showed you where to get that. The Magic tier, we showed you where to get that as well. And the Faith tier also. Let's jump into stats. So at 150, we have 50 Vigor I only went for here because I went for a lot of damage. 20 Mind, 25 Endurance, 16 Strength. We have 49 Dexterity, a little bit more Strength and Dexterity with the Divine Beast Head, 50 Intelligence, 33 Faith with the Faith tier. I'm going to go over the buffing order here in a second, and if you're at level 100, you're going to go for around 30 Dex and Intelligence and at least 40 Vigor. At lower levels, focus on Vigor first. Yeah, if you're at level 60 or 80, you should be worried about the minimum requirements on the weapon and Vigor first. Now, first thing here we're going to do is drink our tear. That has the longest duration. Second to that, we're going to cast Golden Vow, and then we're going to use Howlish Abriri. This is a good order for the buffing because we use the longer duration stuff first. After that, we're going to cast Terra Magica after we fill up our FP, and then we get to use this awesome Ash of War. You could hold it back. You have the charged version, of course, which is my favorite. Then you have the light version too, which could do a lot of damage and can come out a little bit faster. But overall, I recommend the charge version because of the fact that you can get a lot of posture damage out of it. As for the regular moveset, it's fine. It's a katana moveset. I'm going to use the Ash a lot more though. You can get in regular hits. You'll build up a little bit of bleed with that 50 and 8 bleed. It's not too bad. But overall, we're going to go for magic damage. That's going to be a big part of the damage we can dish out, so focus on that. And thanks for watching this one. I hope you enjoyed this mini build video. If you want to see more of these, I always ask people if they want to see more of them, be sure to comment below. I hope this was informative. Everything else you need, by the way, is in the description in terms of the talismans that are quest related. Next up on my main channel will be a Bloodborne early game build guide. Can't wait for that. I started that already. I'm in the process of working on that. And then for this channel, it's really up to you guys. Whatever you comment, if it's something that a lot of people want to see, I'll be up for it. I'll catch you guys in the next video.